Hello everyone, welcome back guys. So today is the one more video on our retrogression series, and as we have already covered the retrogression of Saturn and Jupiter, so today video is about what happens when Venus gets retrograde in your birth chart. And again, it is not yearly retrogression like how many times Venus gets retrograde in an year. It's actually when Venus is retrograde in your birth chart. So what does that mean? That means that whenever you born or at your birth time, venus is Venus was retrograde that time. So it is retrograde in your birth chart and it can be anywhere in your horoscope, like in first house, second house, third, fourth, or 12th house, wherever it is. That's a different thing. But what Venus retrogression means in your birth chart, and that is only, I'm talking about only on your D1 chart, that is your main horoscope, not in any divisional charts. Though that retrogression will have different meaning in different divisional charts, but today's topic is about the Venus gets retrograde in your D1 chart. So if you guys are new to this channel, or you don't know what is a retrograde planet, or like what happens when a planet gets retrograde, or like if you're interested in knowing what happens when Saturn is retrograde in your birth chart or Jupiter is retrograde in your birth chart, so please go on YouTube and just type in Shikhar Watts, my name, and you can access all my videos along with the Saturn and Jupiter retrograde video. And there you can find more videos on basics of astrology and different yogas and other planetary combinations on astrology. So guys, let's start with today's topic, that is what happens when Venus gets retrograde in your birth chart. So what is Venus? Venus symbolizes the relationship, the love, the luxury, the comforts in one's life. Venus is our passion. So these things Venus actually symbolizes in one's life. So basically, like everybody has a Venus, which is like, suppose in one's chart Venus, like Venus is not retrograde and it's sitting in anywhere in the house, that shows that this person is basically, Venus is also happiness, so that means that this happiness is lies within that area of life, or is more important in that area of life. So but if suppose your Venus gets retrograde, that does not mean that first of all, I want to clear this myth that if Venus is retrograde, then uh, the person will not be good at relationships, or he will not get love in his life, or like his marital life will be very disturbed. These are all myths, because it is not always true. Yeah, maybe 1 2% in 1 2% cases it can be true, but not in everybody's case. Because first of all, as I've already told you in every uh, video where we covered the retrograde planets, is that it is very important to know in which sign that planet is sitting, in which house is that planet is sitting, whether it is sitting with enemies, or whether it is sitting with its friends, or whatever the condition of that planet is, or is that planet is exalted, or maybe in a good condition in your D9 chart. So that gives us the hint that this retrogression will not going to affect negatively on that person. So so whenever Venus gets retrograde, this shows, I'm just talking about just a normal scenario where your Venus is sitting in the normal state, nor exalted nor debilitated, and like not good in not too good in Navamsa chart also. So in normal case, what happens when Venus is actually retrograde, these people become more sensual. These people actually becomes like they actually uh, like they want to have more and more relationships in their life, because now this qualities of that Venus will be increased, because it is now retrograde. So they will make more and more relationship in their life, and in some cases it happens that during their teens or 20s they can they can have more heartbreaks. So that is why people say that Venus retrograde is sometimes bad in one's chart. But but that's just a matter of teens and 20s. But these people become more suspicious as they grow in life. They become more suspicious to their relationships because they have already suffered a lot of heartbreaks in their life. So they look into the relationship very in a very analytical manner, like is it good, is it bad, will that relationship going to harm me, or will it going to benefit me? So all these things comes in the mind of a person when Venus is retrograde. And it again depends on which house your Venus is sitting. If it is sitting in seventh house, then it is more related to relationships. If it is sitting in some other house like in fourth house, where Venus also gets directional strength, but in that case the effect will be different. But whenever Venus becomes retrograde, you actually tend to have like, what should I say, is your that the person is more attracted towards those things which actually Venus symbolizes. That the person will be attracted towards more luxuries, more comforts, like more towards more relationships. So all these things will person will be more attracted to. So that this shows that if the Venus is retrograde in your chart, the person will be more attracted to all those things. So which is not bad. If you are attracted towards the luxuries, you will attracted towards the comfort, definitely you will try to do something in your life to achieve those, right? So that means it is a good thing. So though the people whose Venus are not retrograde in their birth chart, they are also attracted towards those things and they have those things in their life. So but the people who have retrograde Venus in their chart, they will be attracted more towards those things whatever Venus symbolizes. So like maybe you can take a lot of examples, like maybe they can have a good artistic taste, they can be a good fashion designer, or they can be they can be good interior designers. So all these things, if you have a Venus retrograde in your chart, these things can happen in your life depending on the condition and the house and the planetary combinations Venus has in one's chart. So again, I want to end this video on this note, that retrograde Venus retrograde does not means that there is anything will going to affect your marital life, or you'll be going to have bad relationships, or you're not going to have any relationship at all. No, it does not mean that. So but according to me, I think Venus retrograde is good to have in chart. Like as I told you in the Saturn's retrograde video, it's good to have in one's chart. I think probably Venus is also good to have retrograde in one's chart. So guys, this is my small analysis on what happens when Venus gets retrograde in your birth chart only. So if you guys like this video, just press the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more videos and updates on astrology. So guys, thank you, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.